Hello, hello, everyone. How are you doing today? All right. Still trying to work out all the kinks here for going live on Facebook. Oh, you've got to love technology and all the changes that happen, right? All right. So let's see if we are all connected. I'm going to just really quickly hop on here and make sure that we can be seen everywhere. Trying to make sure that everything is good. And not sure why I could never see online where we are. Okay, I can see me here, but I don't see me on my own Facebook page. So strange, right? I always wonder about that. Let's give it a couple seconds here to get people on board, see what we can find out. And yeah, I see that I am live in my thing here, but I don't see that I am live. Hmm. Maybe I am just live in my group. All right. Well, we will figure this out for our next live. I'm still working all of this out. Okay, so let's get started. So, because I'll just do a replay as well. So, hey everyone, welcome back today. And this is our Teachers Live. Maybe it would help if I change the background to match the live that I'm doing today. So, let's add that in. Let's add that in so that way it makes a little bit more sense. There we go. Owners live. Oh, can you see I can see myself. There we go with Teacher Cole. Maybe I'll adjust that for next time. Oh my goodness. But this is off of our teachers live. So I'll go back to my normal teaching background. All right. Okay, so for those who don't know me, I am Teacher Cole and I am the owner of Teacher Cole's English Corner here. And I am super excited to be here with you today. Last week, Teacher Tammy did a really fun lesson on Halloween vocabulary and simple conversations. And we also had a spooky time with The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So I'm here to answer all your questions, reflect on what we've learned this last week or so, and to help you connect those lessons to real conversations. Plus, we'll have a sneak peek or a preview of what's coming up next. So let's get started, okay? So, what did you enjoy about last week's Teachers Live? Feel free to pop that in the comments if you'd like. Um, we will also be checking these later as well, okay? And what did you enjoy the most about last week's Teachers Live? But did you learn any fun new words or practice Halloween conversations with anyone? Well, I personally like Halloween. When I was a kid, I loved Halloween. We got lots of candy. So, what kid does not love candy, right? So, first, let's dive into last week's Teachers Live with Teacher Tammy. We learned some really great Halloween words, and I hope you've been practicing. So, let's do a quick recap of those words, shall we? The first word the first word, the first word we learned was pumpkin. A pumpkin is the big orange vegetable we use to carve jack-o'-lanterns. Have any of you carved a pumpkin before? Let me know in the comments. Let me bring up a picture of a jack-o'-lantern, okay? Jack-o'-lantern. There we go. So let's bring up a picture so that you can see what I am talking about. All right. Yes, let's do this fun picture right here. I'm bringing it up first before I share screen. So that way I can make sure that the picture is a good picture, right? Ah, here we go. Very good. All right, let's try this picture. So a pumpkin is basically a big orange squash. Okay. And here I am going to show you the picture of a jack-o'-lantern. It is right here. So a jack-o'-lantern is when we take a pumpkin and we cut into it, and we scoop out the insides, and usually put a light inside. And we call this a jack-o'-lantern. All right. Okay, so they have been fall traditions for centuries, by the way. Okay, and it is from an old Irish myth. Wow, very cool. Okay, why don't I go ahead and give you this link? It's carving the perfect jack-o'-lantern. Okay, I am going to copy this and put this in our comments so you can see this as well. And if you have some pumpkins, go ahead and carve one if you want. You can also go here for the history of jack-o'-lanterns as well and learn some more about them. I am curious though, does anyone have our workbook? Do you guys have our workbook that we got from Teacher Tammy last time? Let's take a quick look at our workbook, okay? Here you can see our workbook, and here are our sentences. So let me put this back into one page. All right. Here are our words that I was talking about. Okay. So we have pumpkin. Okay. Next, we learned the word costume, right? This is what we wear for Halloween to dress up as something fun and spooky. So, what are you going to dress up as this Halloween? I know I'm still deciding, but share your ideas with me. What do you want to dress up as for Halloween? Let me also, I am going to give you the link to our workbook just in case you don't have it. Okay, so here is the Halloween simple vocabulary. Simple vocabulary and conversations workbook. All right. So I'm going to put that link in our comments as well so you can see that in here. Okay. There you go. You should be able to get that. All right. Very good. There it is. Okay. There we go. It showed up. All right. Um, Costumes. How many of you know what a costume is? Does anybody not know what a costume is? When I was a child, and I'm going to bring this up here in Google. Okay, we're going to do a quick Google search really quick. I used to dress up as a mime costume. Okay. And I used to dress up like these ones right here, kind of more like this one, right? This was a lot of fun. So we had a bunch of fun. So this is a classic costume right here. I'll show you this one. There we go. So I'm more dressed up kind of like this one, right? Where we had like black pants and you colored your face, and it was a lot of fun. It was also very simple. So a mime does not make noise. They act out what they are trying to say. Okay. And that's what I did. I was a mime, and I think I was a cowgirl once and a witch. So it was very interesting. And of course, we also talked about trick or treat, the Halloween tradition where kids go door to door asking for candy. Have you ever gone trick or treating? What's your favorite candy to get? Put those in the comments real quick. My favorite candy to get was Reese's peanut butter cups. I love those because I love chocolate and peanut butter. What about you guys? What's your favorite candy? Do you have a favorite candy? Okay. Um, all right. So Halloween, what would I want to be this year? I'm not sure. Hmm. Maybe a country girl. I might do that. We shall see. So not only did we introduce a special workbook to help you practice these Halloween words and conversations at home, did any of you get a chance to check it out maybe? If not, don't worry. You can still download it. It's still available. I've given you the link in the comments, okay? So this workbook, it has fun activities to help you with your vocabulary and learn, practice some simple conversations. So we have some questions in here for you. We have some grammar practice, all right? We have a comparison chart to help you have those conversations, all right? Very good. Very good. Okay. So for example, one activity does ask you to write a short conversation about Halloween, and you're going to use words like pumpkin, costume, or trick or treat, the words we talked about. So it really is a great way to reinforce what you've learned. If you've already worked on the workbook, though, I'd love to hear what you thought about it. Give me some feedback. Let us know how beneficial it was for you. Okay. I'd love to hear about that. It helps us to improve our workbooks in the future. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this last week's story time. Okay. We read The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, a spooky story perfect for Halloween. Did you notice how the vocabulary we learned in Teachers Live, like pumpkin and ghost, may also appear in the story or in different versions of the story? Story time is a great way to see how the words you've learned can be used in real conversations or in real writings, that stories that you've read, right? Stories help us hear words in meaningful context, which is a powerful way to improve our speaking and listening skills. Have you been able to connect any of the words from Teachers Live to the stories we've read in Storytime with Teacher Cole? Let me know in the comments. I always love it when you guys pay attention to what we're doing and if you happen to recognize any words during one of our lives or lessons. Okay? All right. So let's talk about our sneak peek into next week's Teachers Live and Storytime. So we're going to look ahead to next week. We've got more Halloween fun coming your way. So in next week's Teachers Live, Teacher Tammy will help you practice full Halloween conversation. You'll be able to use the words you've learned, like costume and trick or treat, to have real conversations with your friends or family. And for story time, we'll be diving into another spooky classic. It's going to be perfect for getting into the Halloween spirit. So make sure you join us for it. Okay, so now it is time for questions. If you have them, what do you want to know about last week's Teachers Live or story time? Or maybe you have questions about how to use the workbook or how to practice these conversations in real life. Remember, I am here to help every week in between our teachers' lives. I will be here for live Q&A. Ask away in the comments and let's chat. We can also continue the conversation afterwards. I will still answer questions for a few days, so no worries. All right, you guys, thank you very much for joining today's Owners Live. I hope you enjoy reflecting on what we've learned and are excited for what's coming next week. I know I am. I just love having Teacher Tammy teach. I think she's just wonderful, to be honest. I'm also excited to see her take on the advanced vocabulary for next week's Halloween theme. So don't forget to grab the workbook if you haven't already for the live from last week. You can. I forgot. The Teachers Live, I did notice that it was difficult for some people to be able to view. So I am going to put it in the comments here. The Teachers Live replay link. Okay. I also did load this on our YouTube channel. I put this also in the comments. So if you were not able to watch the Teachers Live, Teacher Tammy last week, feel free to watch it on our YouTube channel. It is available. Okay. And as always, keep practicing your Halloween conversations with friends and family. I'll see you guys next week for more fun lessons. So keep exploring, keep learning, keep growing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.